So, first, Booster Box Battle Spirits Saga Dawn of History. 12 cards and 1 core card per pack, 24 packs per box. So it's pretty decently priced, around the price of a Yu-Gi-Oh box, a little bit more expensive. If you guys were curious, at least that was the pre-sale cost. I don't know what it's at right now. All right, so I know a little bit about the game. I know some of the rules. I watched the thing with ProZD and Polygon, and it showed a fair amount of how to play the game. At least I think it did. So let's see. This is the Dark Knight Mordred. Let's have a feel of the card stock. I like the engraving on the back here. Kind of see the different there. Pretty standard hollow work. Very, very much like the Digimon. So, all right. I don't know any of this stuff or like if it's good or not. So I'm just going to show it on screen and move on. See if we get anything decent. I'm not sure what's a hit yet. Brand new game. But this one has a maximum attack of 6,000 at level 3. So maybe we'll see what happens there. So let's crack these things open and see what we get. Ooh, this pack is hard to open. Good gracious. Let's see where the hit is in here. Let's start with Dino Man Tyrannoid, Great Bow Angel, Illusiana, Iguanife. Yeah, Iguanife. It's a knife-faced iguana. Forest of Steel Leaves. Pentan Chick. That's pretty cute. Dream Blizzard. Angelic Pressure. Ascension Zero. Arcana Knight Hex. Centaursaurus. Raging Tyrannorex. That one's kind of the hollow, I think. Unless there's a core card. You can use this card to represent 1 core. Oh, I see. Okay. Cool. I do want to get these actual cores, see if they sell them on the website. Because they look cool. Yeah, so the rare is at the end. We don't have to do anything crazy or fancy. This one is 9,000 attack at the end there. So, interesting. Very interesting. I like it. Okay. So, from my understanding, the game has about the same thing as the Pokemon TCG. And similar to the Digimon as well, where you have a safety net or a life pool of 6. I guess it's more akin to Digimon because you lose life on attacks, whereas you're taking life with your prize cards in Pokemon. But yeah, the cool little mechanic is that the cores are kind of your currency, your resource, and every turn you get one. But if you lose a core, your life is made up of 6 cores. It goes into your reserve to play onto your cards. So it's a pseudo comeback mechanic, and works out pretty neat like that. All right. Iguanife Flying Turtle, Bullet Ray, Werewolf Commando. That looks kind of neat. He's got a little crystal wing there. If the thing would focus, there we go. Sacred Thundering Peaks, Horned Penguin, Suppression, Sage Beast Ibrex, Fierce Gore Horn Grizzly, Star Blessed Draw. Is this a burst? Yeah, it's a burst card. Dark Bishop Baculus and Poison Mist. Are they like MTG land cards or Pokemon's energy? More akin to energy because you put them on the cards. It's not a resource that you just spend, but if the card gets knocked out, then they go back into the reserve. So they're not lost like energy cards. So it's kind of a mix of resource. I got Flying Turtle again, Bullet Ray, Werewolf Commando, Gale Yale, Head, Ice Maid Fula, Fairy Blacksmith, Ancient Amethyst Palace. I think these are, yeah, these nexuses are like stadiums or field cards or artifacts, I think you have in Magic, where there's kind of permanence on the field. Cornered Flame Rat, White Hole Dragon. Ooh, first dragon card, nice. Volcanic Break, Dark Knight Mordred, the non-hollow version. Vajranoceros, sorry. It's kind of our holo there, and a core. So they have their different types. Like Digimon, like Magic, they all have their different strategies. I'm not super keen on all of them. White seemed interesting because it was very... Or is it white or yellow? I think it was white, where it's really defensive. And that just seemed like it would be fun to mess with people. We got Bearded Eagle, and King Herald, Scythejaw, Lumen Angel Suriel, Exhaust Nexus, Skeleton Viper, Rocket City, Fierce Gore Horn Grizzly, Bython, Burst Venom, Pegasion, and the Mecha Beast Fortress Nomengard. This is the one that they showed off in the... I don't know, I think it was a pre-con deck for white. This one is very, very hard to get through. You see, it's got the 4 cores at just 10,000. Just a big old wall that you can't get through. Alright, Gale Yale, Head Ice Maid, Bearded Eagle, King Herald, Shield Knight Gardener. It's kind of cool, like a skull shield. That would be awesome. Oh, except he doesn't... Is that his head? Is his head the shield? That's funny. Rotting Swamp, Type 90 Tank Mobile, Snow Librarian, Volcanic Canyon, Netherworld Depths, Beldregor of the Dark World, Earth Spider Demon, interesting, and a Soul Core. Okay, we got Crafter Fairy Lepre, Cannon Beast Mech Lion Mail, Pentaceratop, that reminds me of Zoids, Satellite Falcon, Forest of Steel Leaves, Horned Penguin, Core Theft, Fairy Flautist, Phantasmal Paradise, Dilophosa, Dark Bishop Bacchus, Dinosaur Harrier, Turborex. This one seems like it would be good. Again, very Zoidy. And a core. Alright. Boa Trickter, Hippocampo. Is that a... Oh, it's like a Kelpie type thing. Nebula Dragon. Love to see more dragons. Ice Maiden MK2. Where Stars Are Born. Pentan Chick. Suppression. Arcana Soldier Sink. Gun Knight Heavy Barrel. White Hole Dragon. Heavenblade Dragon. Ryute. Pentaceratop. It's kind of a weaker holo, but it's got really interesting... I'll get rid of that so it's not picking up. It's got interesting holo work. If the camera will focus, let's see if we can catch some of the areas, because some of the like the horn lowlights and stuff are holo as well. You can kind of see the outlines there. It's neat. Zoids is amazing. I'm waiting to find it again so I can show it to my kids. Alright, another Nebula Dragon, Automatic Gunner, Devilish Prankster Imp, Great Bow Angel, Flamefish, Core Theft, Flying Arc. That's a cool card. Snow Librarian, Blessed Cathedral, Caladrius, which is a bird, just bird doctor. War Angel Shin, Mind Eye Celestial. Quite the mouthful, but that looks awesome. Pentan is our reverseologist, our fairy. This is called the Lyric Bird Wonder Fairy. Yeah, it's neat to see the cards that were in the pre-con decks in here to kind of know what they do. Because one of the interesting mechanics is their cost is up in the top left, but if you're playing the same kind of deck, then these cores, every time you have, or is it, yeah, I think it's these cores. Every time you have a similar card, it reduces the cost up to however many, this is the limit that it can be reduced to. So this can cost as low as 2, this can cost as low as 1. There are some cards that can be played for free, This one, for instance, can be played for 1 if you have 4 other cards with, I don't know if it's this thing or this thing. I'd have to look at the rules again. But if they have those, basically it helps to put more on the field. You're not punished for investing in lower level creatures. And you're not losing any resources by putting the creatures out, aside from having less access to the cores, you know? Anyway, it's interesting. I'm not going to try and say that name again. We got Bone Scout, Gem Beast, Carbulk, Summoners Rejoice. He's licking... Okay, that's inappropriate. Ankylosauroid Gaston, Flame Breath, Type 90 Tank Mobile, Ancient Amethyst Palace, Blessed Cathedral, Starblessed Draw, Royal Potion. This kind of has a hollow effect. Is this one too? No, just that one. And then, oh, here's a full art. This is really cool. Archangel Michaela. This is a full art rare. Boatrictor, Dynamand Tyrannoid, Cannon Beast Mech, Lyomale. Seen that before. Dark Lancer, Flame Breath, Raccoon Guard. Look at that, little raccoon guy. Sacred Thundering Peaks, Heavy Tank Curiosity, Blaze Dragonoid, Magwo, Abandoned Guillotine, Dark Knight, Palamedes. It's kind of a reverse hollow level. And Jurassic King Giganorex. I think we got him earlier as well. Illusiona. That looks cool. Crafter Fairy Lepre. Iguana Knife. Eagle Knife, whatever. King Harold. Shield Knight. Burning Force. Skeleviper. Phantasma. Archking Zenus. That's cool. Horn Grizzly. Sage Beast. Iberix. Divine Mars Dragon Ares Dragoon. Holy crap. That looks so cool. That's sick. Hippocampo. And we've seen that before. It's just the reverse hollow. Nothing crazy there, I don't think. I need to research these games a little bit more, but since the this is brand new, it's hard to really tell what's going to be meta, what's going to be good, what cards are really looked forward to, and all that stuff. Got another Pentan though. Dragonogard, Emperador. What is this? Is that that's a monkey. It's a monkey. Machine Beast. He's a monkey. He's a big old mustache monkey. Camelot Knight. Looks like Meta Knight. Spear Angel. Dream Blizzard Flying Arc. Rotting Swamp. Buster Fenrir Cannon. Sage Beast Ibrex. Deadly Balance. Regain. Oh, that's the end. Regain. This is I'm going to go through some of the item or the types of cards at the end. Anybody who's curious can see what there is. Yeah, I'd like the channel to get big enough to where I can get sponsor deals from these trading card games. So I'd love to get product to show off. Bearded Eagle, Head Ice Maiden, Phobos Dragon. Ooh, that one's cool. Look at that. That's sick. Dark Knight, Aglavale. This reminds me of the Temple Knights in the, what's that dungeon in Heaven's Word? The Vault. The Vault. Stream Otter. That's a Machine Beast too. It's a Machine Otter. Exhaust Nexus, Fairy Blacksmith, Rocket City. Blasting Off again, Bython, Counter Sword, Counter S-Word. Ancient Amethyst Palace Reverse Hollow, and Infernal King Curse Dragon. That's kind of cool. That's pretty sick. It does have nice art. I'll give it up. I will give it up to this game so far. I got Dark Lancer, Gem Beast Carbonk, get a room, Dynamin, Phobos Dragon, Greenfield of the Victor. Is that oh, that's a gambling table. Gleam of Hope, Flamefish, Infinity Mothership, Dark Knight, Palamide, Fortress Metropolitus Nalman City. And it's got, that's got the elephant in the background there. Pandemium of the Dark World 7. Interesting. And Phantasm Archking Zenus. I'm already seeing cards that, kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would want to build a deck around just because they look cool. And that's a good sign. That's always a good thing. I want to be unhealthily attached to my images printed on cardboard. Flying Turtle. Ooh, Raptidon. Raptidon. Is that just Pterosaur? Armored Beast Gulen Burst. Or Guyen Burst, I don't know. Magic Swordsman Dragon Naga. Cornered Flame Rat, Dark Matter, Chain Viper. Earthen Spider Demon, Fortress Metropolitus, Metropolis or whatever, Arcana Knight, Raging Dino, Diranorex, and Rolling Swamp, Reverse Hollow. I'm calling them Reverse Hollow because that's how I know them. It is just kind of hollow. But if it's not like the super, like an ultra rare, that's how I've been used to it. So sorry if I'm triggering anybody in the comments, but Automatic Gunner, Magic Swordsman, Dragon Naga, Pentin, Veraptidon, Sacred Thundering Peaks, Type 90, Dark Matter, Angelic Pressure, Ascension 0, it's a magic card, Snowflaken, Sky Dragon Lord Platinum. That looks cool as heck. That reminds me of the Dragon Soul, or the, is it Dragon Soul? Sword Soul. Sorry, from Yu-Gi-Oh! I really wanted to make a Sword Soul deck, except it was like super meta for a while and the cards were getting really expensive. And then I was like, I actually played some competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Not really super competitive, but Master Duel. And it didn't take long for the games to get super sweaty. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to do that to myself. Emperador, Scythejaw, Great Bow Angel, Dark Knight, Fairy Blacksmith, Rocket City, Horned Penguin, Flame of Hope, Burst Venom, Twilight Dragon Rider, Flavum. That's cute. Little chibi knight guy. Very holy looking. Raccoon Guard in a hollow. And, oh my goodness. This is crazy. Look at this art. Just look at this art. Stormbeast Emperor Thunder Leon. Or Leon, probably is what they want it pronounced as. That's nuts. What's wrong with an unhealthy attachment to characters? So what if my waifus are JPEGs? Nothing. I don't judge here. Crafter Fairy, Bearded Eagle, Head Ice Maid, Boa Trickster, Lumin Angel, Heavy Tank, Curiosity. Right? Is that? Yeah, Curiosity. Like the Curiosity Rover, get it? Exhaust Nexus, Shield Knight, Volcanic Break, Dark Knight, Palamides, Buster Fenrir Cannon. Ooh, that's cool. Always love a good Fenrir card. And Angel Throne, or Throne. Sometimes, like, you have anime characters called Throne. I'm thinking Throne because of Octopath Traveler, too. And since it's not a literal throne on the card, I'm assuming it's Throne. Alright. Ooh, I don't like that. This has got bent. I don't think I did that from opening. All the other cards are good. That's unfortunate. Bullet Ray, Camelot Knight, Hippocampo, Ankylosaurus, Skeleviper, Green Field of the Victor, Stream Otter, Poison Mist, Gun Knight, Heavy Barrel. They just look so cool. I don't typically go for the mecha stuff, but they look really cool. A Divine Flower Queen Marigold, and Bython. Going through it. Alright, another Camelot Knight, Pentaceratop, Armored Pig, Prankster Imp, Ancient Amethyst Palace, Raccoon Guard, Burning Force, Netherworld Depths. Oh, it's Pandemonium, look at that. Volcanic Canyon, Phantasm Arch King Zenus, Phantom Beast King Lin, That's neat. An automatic gunner, hollow. I think this would be good to say like reverse hollow because the back here isn't hollow, it's the border on the bottom. These aren't Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No, they are not. This is Battle Spirits Saga. The game just released on the 28th of last month, so brand spanking new. And this is the first booster box called Dawn of History. So I think that it's a really cool concept for a card game. It's got really cool mechanics. We'll see how well they balance it moving forward, because there are card games out there, of course, that are poor, like horribly balanced. We'll see how cost effective it is in the long run. And yeah. Galliel, Oviraptidon, Dragnogard, Ice Maiden, Chain Viper, Force of Steel Leaves, Cornered Flame Rat, Core Theft Regain, Ancient Fault, Blessed Cathedral, reverse hollow here, and have we gotten this one? I think we've gotten this one already, which is great. I could always use more dragons. Supernova Dragon Siegworm Nova. Looks so dang cool. Yeah, we're gonna look over some of these cards. I don't want to make the video too long. It's nice that there's not too many packs to go through, but yeah, we'll see. So there's yellow, white, purple, and red. I didn't really want to make this a how-to video, so I'll probably do it off camera and people can look that up later, but I will talk about it on stream with everybody today. So Dark Knight, Spear Angel, Dynaman, Great Bow Angel, Illusiona, Arcana Soldier Sync, Stars of Born, Dream Blizzard, Arcana Knight Hex, Burst Venom regular, Gun Knight, Heavy Barrel, and Suppression. Pentan, oh, we can make a deck around Pentan, I guess. Cannon Beast, Bone Scout, Flying Turtle, Flame Breath, Fairy Flautis, Swamp, Pentan Chick, Earth Spirit, Earth Spider Demon, Ancient Fault, Fortress, Metropolis, Nalman City, Reverse Hollow, and Wonderland Alice. There we go. Yeah, the artwork is definitely up there. It's very good. Armored Gunner, Nebula Dragon, Satellite Falcon, Werewolf Commando, Suppression, Flamefish, Flying Arc, Dilophosa, Counter Sword, Caladrius, Valkyrie Mist, and Camelot Knight. We've seen plenty of him, nothing too special there, but it's nice to have hollow stuff because making blinged out decks is the way to go all the time. At least if you have one or two card games. Ooh, I actually really like this one I think is special. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, you can. Hang on. See that texture at the bottom here? It's like kind of the checkered pattern. Let's see if... I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it's got a really nice texture to it. This one looks like really high quality. So let's go through some of these, and I'm going to sort them out. We've got our spirits, which are our monsters. And we've got our magic cards, which are more like spells in Magic, I think. Got our Nexus cards, which are the field spells. Spirit. Nexus, Spirit. This might take a little bit. So I'll talk about what the game is at this point for anybody curious. Basically, you are using soul cores, which are represented by these cards, but you can get physical ones that look like that, little gemstones, which are really cool, in my opinion. I'm going to definitely be ordering a set and trying to play with people at the LGS. But you summon your spirits, which are your main things. I don't know if there's any decks that go around with like being mainly spell casting cards or Nexus cards that like might interrupt your opponent or lock them down if there's any control decks yet. Like I said, very new game. Each card needs at least one core on it or gets destroyed. You can move cores around as much as you want during your turn. I'm pretty sure they did. You can watch the video to see how they actually played it. But the more cores you have on it, the more powerful it gets. So this one needs one core for 2,000 power. Focus. 2 cores for 4,000 power, and then 6 cores for 6,000 power. And then at level 2 and 3, you have different effects that activate for this one specifically, and then it's different for each card. Sometimes it might activate at 1, but you don't have to start at 1. You can, if you have them in your bank, you can put them on the card and just start going. The Magic and the Nexus cards also have core costs, which can be paid, or you'll have burst cards, which when I find one, I will show it off, because there's a special burst zone. And if, yeah, right here. So we've got Burst Venom here. Burst, when your opponent destroys your spirit, select one spirit and remove all but one core from it, and place them in their owner's reserve. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its flash effect. So the main and flash effect, so you can use this in your main phase, or you can use it as a burst card. Select one spirit and it gains 2000 BP during this turn. So this can be like reactionary. If they're about to hit your life cores, then you can beef up some of your spirits to make sure that doesn't happen. Or just lower their creature down so it can't do anything. Your Nexus cards, like I said, are your field spells. It seems like you can have several on the field at once and they give permanent effects as long as they have the right amount of cores. So like this one has the level 1 and 2 effects. So when your spirit blocks, it gains 1000 BP during your turn. So of course this is a white card, which is super defensive and tanky and kind of stall decky. And then during your opponent's turn at level 2, when your opponent draws outside of their draw step, they must discard a card. It's also some disruption. White just seems like a really annoying archetype to go up against, and that's what I'm all about. And then trash talk anybody who does it to me, because that's rude. You don't do that to people. That's not very sportsmanly. Why would you like consciously be toxic? Is what I want to know. Why would anybody want to be like intentionally toxic on purpose? It just seems really ridiculous, and I think a reflection of some deeper seated issues in said individuals that they might not want to admit, but is very apparent in their just day-to-day behavior. Just really hard to associate with those kinds of people, you know what I mean? Really damaged individuals. And it's just not my job to take care of them, you know? They gotta handle their stuff. They shouldn't just be taking it out on me. Oh, I've got problems. Yeah, that's great. You know, go be toxic somewhere else, dude. If you know, you know. I wouldn't be the kind of person that wins the game and then dances on the graveyard of your characters. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. That's mean. That's not nice. That's not nice.